Yo, what's up, sneakerheads? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nature. And this particular sneaker here, a lot of you sneakerheads have seen this shoe before, but it was in 2018 when they were in the highs. Well, Nike has decided to drop the top on this particular model and go ahead and cruise into 2025. Yes, this is going to be the Jordan 1 Low Rookie of the Year in the Harvest Gold colorway. Now, I'll just say this, the sneaker market needs Nike to do well. And in the previous couple of years, Nike hasn't really done much of anything. The market is saturated, everything's crazy, and resale is down. Even though a lot of people do not think that's important, you'll find out why in 2025. But more importantly, this sneaker right here is going to bring back some crazy excitement and a sneaker or model that has been very saturated and low on the totem pole for us, anybody really wanting to have anything to do with. Now, circling back in 2018 when this model in the highs released, of course, you guys should probably know the history of Michael Jordan, his rookie year, 1984-85, where he scored on average 28 points a game, won the award for Rookie of the Year, and the Harvest Gold type jacket or long sleeve shirt, whatever it may be, that he wore at the acceptance speech was in a Harvest Gold colorway. So that's where Nike has moved that colorway into the shoe itself. Now, looking at the shoe, you're going to see the beautiful Harvest Gold colorway all the way around. Looking at the back heel, you're going to see the Air Jordan wings, traditional to Michael Jordan and the brand of Nike. That's the beautiful silhouette in the middle. But before we get into the details, I'll show you something. Now, in that year, Michael Jordan took the Chicago Bulls to the playoffs. Now, they haven't been there in the playoffs in some years, and they actually got swept the first round. What was funny is Michael Jordan in the press, when he was giving his speech, talked about hopefully we can do better next time. Even made the quote is, if we don't make it next year, I just need to retire. And everybody thought that was funny. But the tradition of the Chicago Bulls actually inlays in the front portion of the tongue, along with the representation of the, of course, garments that he wore that night. One thing I'm not too happy about, and it is merely just a gripe, but the continued rise of the retail price. Now, I know cost is probably going to go up across different regions or where they're getting this material from, probably in the future or in present day. But the retail price of this particular shoe is going to be $140. And I have to say, I do miss the days where they were, of course, 100, 110, 120, and it's just keep creeping up. Now, for a shoe of this magnitude, with the materials that are used, the leathers that they're used all the way through, no cheap renditions of material at all, I don't mind paying a premium. And I don't think it'll be too much of an issue with a lot of Jordan heads or sneaker heads out there. But Nike, Jordan brand, let's kind of control that cost, especially when you don't have any extra laces or knickknacks, pins, or anything included in the box. 140 is cool if you give me some extra, but 140 base, whatever, I guess I'll take it. I'm super excited about 2025, and I do think it's key that Nike decided to bring this particular shoe in January the 4th, 2025 to kick off the season of Nike's big breakout, as we've seen with many press releases for its different shoes releasing or re-releasing, I should say, that were hailed as grills at some point. Now, I'm not sure how a lot of those releases gonna go, but with the CEO that had a ton of nostalgia before he left is now back, I think it's gonna be very, very fun coming into this year. Looking back at the shoe itself, I did mention the release being January the 4th, 2025 is when you can expect this sneaker to release. And a lot of you guys are going to be extremely happy about how they kept the details the same on the lows as if they did on the highs. Now, on this particular shoe here, of course, you're going to have the beautiful Harvest Gold inlays for your back cap of the shoe, your front portion. Your top upper is going to be done in a very premium leather, which is the same as the highs. And that premium leather not only runs through the upper, but it runs through the front toe box. And let me tell you guys, it is buttery and beautiful at the same time. You're gonna have the, of course, sail bottom portion wrapping around the shoe itself all the way to the back. You're gonna have your black bottom base on the bottom sole of the shoe. And it only comes with one set of laces, which is gonna be the black colorway. But I'm telling you something, with this red Nike airband on the front portion of the tongue, I look forward to putting some red laces in this shoe, and hopefully we can do that so you guys can see how I look on foot. Now, going around the shoe, the quality control of this particular sneaker is phenomenal. There's really no issues with it. I like the cut that they use on the nubuck leather that they have here, and it's very, very smooth and soft. Now, one problem I did have out of the highs when I wore them for a couple of numerous of times, this back portion heel of the sneaker, if it gets a lot of wear and things like that, man, it will smooth out. And as one of my comments actually showed on the short, the guy stated over time it smooths out like somebody's with a perfectly bald head in the back. Now, hopefully this doesn't do the same, but the leather cut is very, very refined on it. It's absolutely perfect. They did a great job with that, and that leather being on the Nike check, giving you that feel as if it is suede. But that nubuck on that black Nike check looks phenomenal too. Now, this is going to be embossed into the back with the wings that you have, but it has a great smooth feel across it. Everything else is going to be traditional, even into the insoles of the shoes. You're going to have, of course, your standard black, with your Nike Air being there, size 10 being my size, because we're actually going to wear these on foot today. And I am a big fan of the lows. When I was at ComplexCon, I actually had on the trophy room away models in the lows. And surprisingly, with that many sneakerheads, I did not see anybody with any Air Jordan 1 lows on in particular. Now, I maybe missed it, but I did not see anybody with them on. Now, let's go to this box. I like that they kept a rich tradition of that harvest gold and red and put it into the box. It really sets it apart from the other Jordan 1 lows that have come out. I'm so glad that they decided to do this. Not that you can wear the box by any means, but I just like the nostalgia that they actually pulled off with it. A lot of other brands are getting into the mix where they're designing the box, making it fun, and giving you a reason to appreciate the sneaker and the money that you're paying with a decked out box. Now, you're not getting anything too special on the inside of this box itself, but it's just the coloring that makes it pretty much cool to me. But Jordan Brand, if you are listening, listen to me. Come a little bit closer. Add in some extra lace swaps. It wouldn't hurt. If you could have put in a pair of sail lace swaps or a pair of red lace swaps, that would have been great. Don't make me have to go in there and go dig for some laces. I just want to pull it out the box and put it in a shoe. Guys, we have looked at the release dates and details on this particular shoe, and we've looked at the history and of course the details all the way around the shoe. It's time to go outside so we can get it on foot, and we will talk about that right now. All right, sneakerheads, we are not outside and it's absolutely cold here in Alabama. Before we get into the on-foot review, guys, I want to thank my subscribers for consistently watching these videos and liking and comment. I do appreciate it, and I do take you guys' comments seriously. So if there's anything you want to see in the videos or a sneaker or shoe review, please drop it in the comment section. And if this is your first time watching, make sure you just do the right thing. Subscribe. It's good content. You guys see how they look. First off, I think the color looks awesome in them. You can never go wrong with the Harvest Gold on any Jordan 1 now, of course, after you've seen it on the Rookie of the Year. But the color looks great. I decided to put on the black socks. I got my black Fear of God sweatpants on. Because of the black Nike check and the shoestrings, I wanted to put the black socks on so you guys can see the contrast of the shoe. But they look very, very good. I think Jordan has done something different with the insoles. I can't really say specifically, but I usually have to swap out my insoles to put in some comfortable insoles, but these do feel great. Looking down on the shoes, they look phenomenal. I think you guys are gonna love how this shoe looks in a low. For some reason, now that the lows are coming out, I am hooked on them, and they just look great on foot. I'll step back here into the shade, but they just look cool, calm, and collected. You Jordan heads and sneaker heads have been looking for the highs or possibly thinking about buying the highs. I would say Don't do it. Save your money. You're going to get these at retail, if not a little bit above, depending on how many is produced and put out in stock. I don't see the resale or anything being crazy on this particular shoe, but $200 and below, anything like that, I think it is a great cop. This Harvest Gold looks phenomenal. I'll shut up now so you guys can just look at the shoes. Okay, so breaking this down, we have a $140 retail shoe of a GreSail in the Rookie of the Year. Highs, now we have them in the lows. Same details, premium materials. Nike really didn't cut, well, most of anything short when it came to this particular shoe. It is going to be coming out January the 4th, 2025. So what do you guys think? You've seen the on foot. You already seen the details. It's going to be a cop or a drop. For me personally, guys, this is going to be an easy cop for me. Legendary colorway, great story, and you have a customized colored box. Yeah, it's not a lot, but the nostalgia I really do get into. This Rookie of the Year Jordan 1 Low is a great buy. Whether you want to spend $140 or you want to wait and play the game of seeing that, you know, they probably make 80 to 100,000 pairs of these and you can get them on the retail. I don't know. Your guess is going to be as good as mine if it comes to selling under retail. Feel free to comment. Please like and share the video, but explain what you think about this shoe in general, and most importantly, what you think about the shoes coming up in 2025. I think Nike has really strategically thought about 2025, and it's probably going to be either one of his greatest rebounds for a slam dunk or a rebound for a miss with under seconds away in the game. Is it going to be a win for Nike or a lose in 2025? I don't know. We'll see. This is Nature Boy Chuck. I will see you guys on the next sneaker review. Until then, Merry Christmas. Enjoy your holiday. Peace.